Hello everyone, Daniel here from the Next Issue Podcast. On today's video, I'll be doing a review for Distillery's latest book, Time Waits. This is issue number one of three. Let's look at the creative team before we get into this book. This book is written by Chip Zdarsky and David Brothers, illustrated by Marcos Stowe and Marvin Senipar, colors by Matt Wilson, Aaron Amer on letters, and we have packaged by Tanya Onion Ink. That's interesting. I had not seen how affiliated with other enterprises Distillery was, but yeah, I love how collaborative this is. Um, I as I was reading this, I kind of made a joke to myself that Chip Zdarsky and David Brothers they do a manga podcast, and I was joking that they wrote a whole comic book just to promote their podcast as I was reading part of it because there's a little bit of that. There's a mention of a manga podcast on here, which is not really a big spoiler. So I thought that was really funny. Also, definitely something that Chip Zdarsky would do. But in this book, let's join Chip Zdarsky, David Brothers, and Marcus Stowe for a sci-fi adventure that defies expectation and time itself. Meet Blue, a man trapped in the past, which is our present, sent back in time for a mission he could not bring himself to complete. The former soldier Blue builds a life with Grace, a sheriff on a small rural town. The pair build a foundation of happiness on a story of bloodshed, as far away from the trigger happy corporate overlords that use Blue as a human gun. After 10 years together, Blue and Grace are on the cusp of taking the next step of their relationship, adoption. Before Grace can fully convince Blue to expand their family, the future comes calling. The overlords want their first deserter to complete the mission. Blue could not. They have one simple rule: kill anyone who stands in their way. The first of this miniseries by Chip Zdarsky from Distillery. Every issue from Distillery is presented in our perfect bound prestige format, featuring wraparound covers, spot gloss, robust cover stock, complemented by 48 pages of exquisite interior. It's the Distillery difference. That last part just felt like an ad for Distillery. This is not sponsored in any way, other than we did receive a digital copy to review the book. So, but we're always very upfront about that, and we'll tell you if we don't like a book. But I like this book. It's really fun. It's a little confusing. I'm not gonna lie. This feels to me something that I would read better all together at once, because there's a lot happening in this first issue, like a lot. I think my favorite part of it, there's a lot of this. We spend a lot of time with Grace and a kid that I believe it's the kid they're trying to adopt. So there's definitely a really fun interaction there, which really helps us build how much our main character may be losing by giving all this up, or by everything that's coming back to haunt him. There's also a big theme of plants, and I don't know exactly where that's going yet, but I think it's definitely there for a reason. Um, I don't know much about David Brothers, other than he collaborates with Zdarsky on some stuff, and very involved in comic books. So it's really fun to see somebody kind of step into a new role like this. And Marcus Tell, I mean, just fantastic artist. Just the whole team really works. So let me pull up some of the preview art so you can see what I'm talking about. This is just very much feels like slice of life. Like if this book was just slice of life about their relationship between this couple and their struggles to adopt and just kind of move their relationship forward, that would be fun enough. But then you throw in the time traveling, corporate overlord aspect of it, and it just becomes a lot more fun. Like I said, a little bit confusing because we do keep cutting in and out, but I think the colorist specifically does a really good job coloring all the time heist stuff, or all not time heist, all the time travel related stuff has this hue of blue shadow on it, whereas everything in the present, we'll call it, has a really vivid color palette. So that's just very well done, especially to keep, to help readers keep track of all this stuff. Some of these panels, they mentioned listening to a podcast about Chainsaw Man, which is where that came in. We don't know what Dyna Growth is and what they're trying to do. So yeah, it's really great. There's a lot of fun. There's a lot of action. But I think where this book excels to me is just those character interactions that are very fun to read. Um, I'm gonna read this as a once all three issues are out, because I think to me it's just gonna make. So I'm gonna go back and reread this first issue and read the other two when it's all done. But I definitely recommend you check this out. Pick this up. There's some really cool covers as well, like just variant covers. DSTLRY is so good. They have such a great talent for picking great cover artists that will do covers that work as just one side as well as a full wraparound. So yeah, make sure to go check those out. I know the books are in the big magazine prestige format, so sometimes it's hard to collect, but even their hardcovers are really fun. I just picked up recently a couple of hardcovers. This week itself, I just got my copy of Gone by Jacques. This is a one of the hardcovers. These collect all three issues, and these are really cool, really good quality stuff, as you can see. So I'm very excited to get into it. But yeah, this is probably a good format. I love the single issues because they give you like all this alternate covers and everything. But I also really like the hardcovers because they're really easy to collect, because these are small series. So either way, however you pick this up, make sure to check it out. And let me know if you have read this, what you thought about it down in the comments. As always, thank you for watching, everyone. Remember to share, like, subscribe, hit the bell so you know when we go live. That is most Saturdays, 10 a.m. Central Standard Time. Stay tuned. We have more comic reviews, trailer reactions, TV recaps, all that fun stuff here in the channel. And check out Chainsaw Man. Chainsaw Man rules as well. So thanks for watching, everyone. Bye bye.